In its pros, it has efficient workout, fast works, and more easy and reliable answers. Whenever you are in a fix or whenever you have a deadline coming up, you don't have the time to source up materials. What do? You go to ChatGPT, you go to Gemini, you go to Google Assistant and get help from there. So this proves that Google and AI is helping us in working more efficiently and more fastly. And it has more reliable sources. In Google, like in Wikipedia, you will have many sources. But searching for Wikipedia, who has time for that anymore? We all have to go to ChatGPT, we all have to go to Gemini, and then give our question there, then it will easily give us the prompted answer and it will source us the sources, right? So most people right now don't do it manually, but instead do it in ChatGPT or other AI apps. Plus, it is more efficient. Plus, it has more reliable sources and so many more. The list just goes on and on, and it reduces the human risk. Like for asking for questions and for searching for answers, you have to go outside, and we all know how many dangers lies in the outside world, right? So why would you not do that if you have all the answers in your phone, right? Yes. And it reduces our human effort, it reduces human risk, plus it also creates more job opportunities. Like AI managers, AI companies to work for, and so many more. That will conclude my pros for AI. And now, no, I don't have to go there manually, right? I can just tell you. In AI's phone, it has so many coins. Like a coin has another flip side, AI has two. It uses a lot of water, a lot of source water, and it releases a lot of carbon footprint. In the previous competition, we have learned about green computing, right? And in green computing, we learned about devices that help us in reducing carbon footprint. But AI is kind of like the villain in that because it releases a huge amount of carbon footprint that indirectly affects our atmosphere. And right now, even in winter season, we can see how hot it is. Like, if you go just 2 or 3 years back, in the month of October, you would have to wear a puffer jacket. But right now, even in December, we can go on without a sweater because of the reduction of the ozone layer, which is indirectly being affected by the AI programs.
6 minutes.
And it takes us our job. So many jobs, such as Duolingo and app we all are familiar with. It has been in many controversies. One of them being firing their workers, human workers, for AI computers. This also marks a concern for us. What if we, who are studying as students right now, in the near future, the job we want gets taken by us, not by a human, not by our own classmates, but a mere computer. A mere computer who won't do the job as good as ours, who won't have the full heart on that job. Doctors, lawyers, teachers, all these job professions that we are aiming for. What if in the near future, these jobs are taken by us by computers, supercomputers, by super AI, by super AI programs, and so on, whatnot. And it also is taking a huge amount of water supplies. In California, there has been many complaints about AI usage because in small cities, small towns, the water usage has been all done by not humans but just a simple ChatGPT search. So when you are going to ask to ChatGPT about write me a 500-word essay, you are indirectly the culprit of taking up our coming river's water. You are the culprit who is going to be the one that is the reason why activists like Soldodum rise up. So you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth to tear up our ozone layer? Is it worth to take water to take clean water from so many villages, from so many towns, just for a mere Google search, just for a small assignment that you can do by your own self. That will conclude my debate, my self-debate. Thank you.